My name is Jen, and I am on a journey in order to break free from the destructive patterns of disordered eating and in order to embrace a nourishing lifestyle. My roadmap can be described using an acronym of the word Nourisher. So I'm doing daily video blog posts in order to encourage you, equip you, and keep you up to date on my progress. If this content is helpful or encouraging to you, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and sharing with others. It is my deep desire that these videos would help to ignite nourishing transformations in us all. Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me for my Nourisher Check In. I'm going to try to compete with the singing cicada bugs outside. It's getting to be dusk here now and they are singing, but I hope that you will still be able to hear me and I can check in both for today and for yesterday. So I'm like right in the thick of summer season and it does seem like it's going to be a little bit tricky for me to check in every day and still stay present in the way that I want to for my family. So please forgive me if these updates are not quite as frequent over the summer months. So let's dive in to my actual Nourisher check-in. So both these last couple of days have been very interesting. And in terms of noticing my emotions, I'm noticing kind of an external excitement or delight and an internal kind of discontentment or unsettledness. So when it comes to opening up to others, I have been fairly disconnected with anyone other than my 3 daughters and my husband, of course, but haven't really had an opportunity now that we're thick into a busy summer routine to have any heart-to-heart conversations. And so I need to really be better over these next few days. We had a very busy start to the summer and I need to be better over the next few days of making sure that I don't lose connection with myself, with my spiritual practices with God, and carving out time to connect with other people as we dive headfirst into summer fun. Now, understanding the cycle, what I have noticed in the last couple of days especially is all of a sudden I am having a very, very difficult time feeling satisfied when I eat. I'm full. I know that I'm full. I'm even bloated, but I'm not satisfied. I'm always wanting more. So this is really interesting because within the, I find within the eating disorder community, it is a beautiful community that I find really allows you to agree to disagree, but there definitely are 2 different sides to many issues or topics. And one is this idea of fullness versus satisfaction. And many people, many even eating disorder counselors will suggest to you, eat until you're satisfied, not just until you're full. And they will say how important it is to be satisfied because if you only eat until you're full, you may actually be restricting yourself from a feeling of satisfaction, which could lead to further or future either binges or other destructive eating disordered patterns or behaviors. So my only problem with this is that the times that I find that I feel just unsatisfied with food, I just find myself like always in front of the fridge or always wanting to pick at something else. Or even though I've just had a beautiful, very nourishing meal that my brain knows was nourishing and was definitely enough food, it just doesn't feel satisfying. And for me, typically this happens for one of 2 reasons, or maybe actually right now it's probably a combination of both. The one is that I'm not emotionally rested or grounded, where I'm flustered in my mind and I'm looking for something to provide calm or relief or a sense of soothing, even love or acceptance. So that's one thing. The second thing is that this is often something that I experience within 48 hours of the start of my period. So I don't understand the biology behind that. So please, doctor friends, jump on in here and explain to me why it is that I feel so dissatisfied with food when it is that my menstrual cycle is about to start. So I don't know why, but that's just what I notice. So I've had to be really, really careful to continue to nourish myself and to, just in case, maybe does my body really need something else? I've been trying to really dive headfirst into healthy fats, and I had some really great fish today for breakfast, full meals. and making sure that I always have a healthy snack with me. I've been eating lots of nuts. So I feel like I should be satisfied. But yeah, my mouth just isn't. So I need to keep an eye on that. Rewiring my brain has been a little bit tricky because the schedule has been so full. So what I feel like I have been leaning into like crazy these days, and I've said it before, is this idea of grounding for 5. So this is just where I use my 5 senses to stop in the moment and to say, what am I seeing? And almost narrate it out loud in my head. And what am I hearing? And right now it's these cicada bugs. And what am I smelling? What do I feel in my skin? And so as I slow everything down together with some nice deep breathing and that grounding for 5 exercise, I find that that really helps me stay calmer as I go through these very hectic days. Insulin-friendly eating, as I mentioned, I am just really trying to nourish my body in not only healthy ways, but just satisfying ways as well. So I mentioned lots of fish and healthy fats. I've also been doing lots of salads. I had a beautiful, taco salad that I had leftovers. Had it yesterday and had leftovers again today. So insulin-friendly eating seems to be going very well. I did also make that zucchini chocolate coconut something cake, again, which I've been enjoying as a treat here and there as well. So sleep, I continue the same rhythm where I go to sleep early with my kids around 9. I'm awake sometime between 1 and 3, but I'm now getting into a consistent habit of waking up early between 5:30 and 6:30 to start my day. So I'm really hoping that I can be disciplined during that 1 and 3 times to not get on a screen. If I get on a screen during that time, if I think, oh, I'll just check my email or just hop on Twitter, then I am doomed. Then it turns into a much longer wake period within the middle of the night. Whereas if I can just, try to roll back over, with the thought of sleep makes me yawn. If I can just roll back over and actually go back to sleep, it does make that awake time in the middle of the night shorter. So still working on that. And hydration, it has been so hot and sunny these past few days, which has been so glorious and wonderful that hydration, my body has been demanding it. So hydration has gone pretty well. Exercise also has gone well because it's just been a natural part of our last few days. Bike riding with the girls, lots of walking here and there these last few days. But one thing that I notice is that when I'm with my kids, I am no major athlete by any stroke of the imagination. And yet when I'm with them, I tend not to get my heart rate up to a level that I would like to. Just it would feel de-stressing and that would feel productive for me. So I do want to try to carve out times where I'm both enjoying the exercise that I'm getting being with my girls, as well as some other times where maybe I can be just working my heart a little bit harder. So my reward is to go through this summer in a way that I can try to hold on to these nourishing principles and where I can come out the other side calm, soothed, and held by something other than just food. So it's already feeling a little bit tricky. I'm feeling fatigued. I feel like there are triggers here and there, and really hoping that I can get through this summer without just feeling exhausted and then turning to food in order to give me the energy that I'm seeking in order to get through the day. So please stick with me. Please keep me accountable as I move forward. And I look forward also to hearing more about your journey. Please don't hesitate to reach out. And I will look forward to seeing you, if not tomorrow, then very soon.